India is the cradle of human race, the birthplace of human speech, the mother of history, the grandmother of legend, and the great-grandmother of tradition. Welcome to the TED-ED Student Talk on Richness of Indian Legacy by Sanjana Muvvala. My intention about today's talk is, instead of knowing about others' culture or history, it's time to know about our starving discovery. Let, let me start the ice-breaking session on culture, science, education, sports, mysteries of India. And the first one is here, culture. Tilak. Have you ever wondered why most of the Indians keep tilak? And the reason behind the spot is the spot between the eyebrow and the forehead is considered a major nerve point in the human body. The mid-brow region and the undercheek are pressed, facilitating blood supply to the facial muscles. A tilak is believed to prevent the loss of energy and retain this to control various levels of concentration. Namaste. There is a scientific reason behind Namaskar in Hindu culture. Namaste. Joining both hands ensure touching the tips of every finger together, which are linked to pressure the points in ear, eyes, and mind. Pressing them together is said to activate this, helping us to remember that the person for a long time. Non-direct contact of the person prevents the transfer of energy. Nowadays, entire world is using this position in the pandemic period. Turmeric. Turmeric has a significant part in Indian culture. It is additionally known for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Turmeric has many significantly proven health benefits, such as to prevent heart disease, cancer, liver disease, itching, etc. It contains a yellow-colored chemical called cumin, which is often used to color the food and cosmetics. The women regularly apply turmeric for the food. It heals the cracked heel. Touring and anklets. Traditional Indian ladies wear tourings. Tourings worn not simply to show the marital status of women. There is the logic and explanation for wearing tourings and anklets. Indian married women normally wear touring onto the second toe. A particular nerve from this toe strengthens the uterus, keeping it healthy by regulating the blood flow to it. Moreover, a woman's menstrual cycle is said to be regularized. Wearing anklets control the blood pressure and the body heat of the woman body. Earrings. Indian physicians, philosophers believe that precise ears help in development of intellect and power of thinking and decision-making facility. The ear lobes have the meridian point that connects the right hemisphere to the left hemisphere of the brain. The problems associated with the ear channel could likewise be curtailed by wearing earrings. It also helps in the calm down of a person during their aggression. Bangles. Bangles play a significant role in women's life. Bangles cause constant friction with the wrist, which increases the blood circulation levels. Furthermore, the electricity passing out through outer skin is again diverted to one's own body because of the ring-shaped bangles and conduction of electricity. And let's go to the second session of the day. Zero. Without zero, the world is zero because there is no digital technology and development and mathematics without zero. Zero is a number and digit that presents the concept of nothing or absence of any quantity. It is believed that ancient people were understanding the meaning of nothing, but they had no proper concept or symbol to use it in mathematics before the 5th century. From the invention of zero, most credit goes for the two Indians, mathematician and astronomer Aryabhatta and Brahmagupta. Zero not only presents nothing, but it also presents the starting point of anything. Math. A ruler is an instrument that can be used for measuring distance or to draw straight lines in printing, geometry, technical drawings, etc. In India, around 5th century AD, a system of mathematics that had astronomical calculations easy was developed with algebra. The decimal number system in the worldwide used today was the first recorded in Indian mathematics. the phenometric sequence in a series of numbers where a number is founded by writing by Pingala. The history of measurement system in India began in early Indus Valley civilization. University. Did you know Nalanda and Takshashila were the world's first global college and most established universities in the world, before Stanford, Oxford, and Harvard universities? Nalanda is derived from the three words na, la, da, which means no stop of gift of knowledge. There are more than 10,000 students and teachers from all over the world. This has a library named Dharmakuj, which has lakhs of books. And when, at the point when it decided to fire, it kept burning through more than 3 months. And these books are manually written. And this is the knowledge of India and Takshashila. I believe that it could be most loved of us because there is no cycle of assessment and examination in this university. The education system there was flexible and was modified according to the students' capability. Jantar Mantar, a tremendous complex of 14 single gadgets to inform the concerning about space and time. Jantar Mantar are the two different words which combine and form one word mean Jantar Mantar. Jantar implies missions and Mantar implies calculating. And these in a real sense meaning of missions that calculate things. The prime motive of the observator was to measure and color the astronomical charts and to estimate the time by tackling the movements of planet, moon, and the sun. And let's go to the third one of today's session, and that's nothing but science. Medical science in Mahabharata. Mahabharatam and Ramayana are two well-known and the longest epics which portray moral values and ethical thinking insight. In present age, we know about the word like unnatural convincing child test tube babies. No, it was the time it appeared in Mahabharata in ancient period also. Cloning, embryo development, and artificial fertilization. Have you ever wondered how one woman can give birth to 101 Kauravas or the children? Yeah, and the reason behind this is 100 Kauravas were created by splitting the single embryo and growing each part in a separate container. They not only knew about the test tube babies, embryo splitting, but they also had the technology to grow human fetus outside the body of woman, something that is not even known to the modern science of the world. Abhimanyu, a warrior in womb. The concept of child learning from the womb of the mother is proved in the science of history, and that is nothing but Abhimanyu, a warrior in womb. When Subhadra was pregnant, Arjun told her the secret of entering the Padma advanced plastic surgery, or an alien bioshield. The Karna, the son of Surya, sun's god, is born with a shield that protects him from the weapons. Science in Ramayana. Pushpak Viman, today's aeroplanes and spaceships. Sanjeev Mountain helps for medicines and field of medicine called Ayurveda. Ramasetu, construction of bridge over the sea. Ayurveda. Ayurveda is the earliest school of medicine known to the mankind. The father of medicine, Chakra, consolidated Ayurveda 2500 years ago. Surgeries. Shrestha is the father of surgery 2600 years ago. He conducted complicated surgeries like cataract, artificial limbs, fractures, urinary stones, and even plastic surgery and brain surgery. Usage of anesthesia was well known in the ancient India. Over 125 surgical equipments were used. Ink. There is no world without ink, and there is no education without ink too. Ink is essential in our daily life of the student, faculty, and people also. The source of carbon pigment and used in the Indian ink called musi, used in the ancient India since 4th century BC. The practice of writing with ink with a sharp pointed needle was common in South India. For example, the Talapatra Granthas, shape of earth. The Varaha avatar of Lord Vishnu is depicted as holding up the globe-shaped earth with his thumbs. Then it became public knowledge that the earth is round. Yoga. Over 5,000 years old, the practice of yoga, renowned all over the world, has been benefiting mankind for the art of movements, breathing, and meditation. Yoga also helps to improve balance, increase intellect, lower anxiety, and helps manage weight and overall good mental, physical, and emotional health development. Since the ancient time, with the origins tracing back to Lord Shiva, also known as Adi Yoga, the first yoga guru, and the World Yoga Day is celebrated on June 21st. Water on the moon. ISRO, the Chandrayaan 1, made the startling discovery that our moon is not a dry balls of rock. The discovery of lunar water is attributed to the Chandrayaan mission. Not from the past to the present, India is not taking a back step in its inventions and discoveries. And let's go to the third session of today's topic, and that's then sports. Chess. Chess is an ancient strategy board game developed during the Gupta Empire in India around the 6th century AD. It improves mental ability of a person. Snake and ladders. Gyandev, a 13th century poet, invented snake and ladders game during the British rule in India. This ancient game made its way to England and later to US. Ludo, Pachas. Pachisi is originated medieval India of India. The name of the game is derived from the Hindi word pachis, which means 25. And let's go to the interesting part of today's session, that is nothing but mysteries behind the temples of India. Jagannath Temple. This temple is also known as Temple of Opposite, where the flag mounted on the top of the temple flies in the opposite direction of wind. And the Nila Chakra, which is at the top, faces you no matter where you are in Puri. And there are no temple. This temple is also known as Mission Impossible. This temple is the largest monolith in the whole world. This holy complex was carved out of single mountain from the top to the bottom. And this temple has 164 feet and 108 feet wide and 100 feet high. 2,000 million tons of rocks are removed. With the removed rocks, we can construct a pyramid of Giza. Nachari KOVIL. The mystery unfolds the Kala Garuda, the stone eagle structure. The weight of the stone Garuda keeps increasing from the moment it is taken out of its holy shrine. It sweats during the time of procession. BRIHADEESWARA Temple. The granite structure is popular for having one of the tallest gopurams in India. As the apex of the gopuram lies at 81-ton monolithic shikhar mounted at the height of 216 feet. Rani Ki Pav. Did you know that India is full of monuments, which is built by the kings to the queens? But this is quite different because this monument is built by the queen in the remembrance of his king. And this monument is best example for stepwell architecture. And this is an inverted temple. This is present in our 100 rupees note. And we can see it through here. And in the time of loss of time, it lost its beauty due to it was submerged by the flood in Saraswati River. It took 30 years for the Indian Archaeological Department to get back into this structure. Hanging pillar of LEPAKSHI. In the center of the temple structure that consists of more than 60 pillars, there exists one beautiful carved stone pillar that does not touch the ground. The hanging pillar definitely constitutes as unsolved mystery unlike any other in India. The musical pillars of HAMPI. The large Rangapatam is well known for its 56 musical pillars known as Sarigama pillars. The pillars produce musical tones when struck with the temple. It's just the beginning. There is no closure for the wealth of Indian heritage. And these are the references from which this session is taken from. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram. Thank you.